Mrs. Castle here. To get your canvas ready, you're going to need a canvas, a Sharpie marker, and a piece of newspaper and some gesso. Okay, actually I'm going to change my mind and let's just open it out. It'll be easier that way and it'll be plenty. Okay, so we've got the canvas, and I'm going to turn it this way, and the gesso and the brush and the Sharpie. First thing I want you to do, on the inside edge, put your name right in there. If we write it here, it's likely, around this part, it's likely going to get covered up with paint. So after you do the actual pour. So what you're going to write your name and your period, and mine will say is 5 because that's my planning time. And so you'll put your name and your period right there. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is get your brush and your gesso. You may be sharing it with other people. You don't need to dip your brush, you don't need a water dish, but just dip your brush in the gesso. Oh, why we do this is, I don't know if you can see, but the canvas is kind of loose. They don't put this on very tight because when you paint on it, it will get tighter. But we're going to be putting sort of a lot of paint on your on your canvas, so we want it to be nice and tight. And so we are going to paint it with gesso again. It's already primed once with some gesso, but they prime, or they gesso the canvas before they put it on the stretchers. So it's kind of loose. So I like to hold it up a little bit while I do this and also do the sides. It's just a little bit easier because we're going to do the sides. So make sure you get the whole thing. And it's white on white, which makes it a little tricky now and then. And I can see that I didn't get much. But if you kind of look at it, tilt it, you can see where the wet gesso is, because it's kind of shiny while it's wet, but it won't be once you're done, once it's dry. So you're going to do this one day. And then the next day you will be ready to do your pour. Oops. Okay. After you're done with this, you're going to put it on. I'm going to lay that down, make sure I got everything everywhere. Looks like it wasn't quite covered there. Okay. All right. So once you're done, rinse your brush over at the sink by running the water and tapping the brush on the bottom of the sink. If you just stand there and let the water run, you're wasting water and you are holding up the line because there will probably be other people waiting, and it's going to take you forever. So once you're done, you're going to take it and put it on the counter over there to dry, and then it'll be there for you the next day when you're ready to do your pour. That's all there is to that. So talk to you soon. Bye. And we're back. Now we need to do one more thing to your canvas. We're going to put tacks on the back. And kind of want these to be even. And I'm just putting it right in that little spot. You're right in that little seam where the two sides come together. Oops. And I'm kind of pounding those in until they're flat. And we're going to leave those in until your painting is dry.